More Iowans are buying all-terrain and utility terrain vehicles. But that also means, unfortunately, there are more ATV and UTV accidents as well as deaths happening too. WHO 13's Adriana Torres has more.
Well, summer is here, the weather is warmer, and that means we're going to be seeing a lot more ATVs and UTVs out there on the road. Now, back in 2022, there was a law in Iowa that was passed that allowed these vehicles on 2-lane or county highways. The only thing is, they're only allowed to go 35 miles an hour. Since that law was passed, these vehicles are rapidly growing in Iowa. The DNR says there were about 39,000 UTVs registered in 2022. Last year, 57,000 were registered, an increase of almost 50%. Now, a University of Iowa study found that the state is averaging more than 200 ATV and UTV crashes every year. Last year, there were 20 deaths in Iowa.
One of the things that we typically see is people riding these in excess of 35 miles an hour. A lot of these vehicles are not street acclimated. They are more of an off-road type vehicle. So that's why we need to go at the reduced speeds, as they are not outfitted with the proper tires and different things to do those higher speed on the roadway and the pavement. Need to make sure that you do have all of your license, registration, and information like that. But one of the things we really see is people driving way too fast and approaching these intersections at improper speeds. And then the motoring public is not aware that these vehicles are driving that fast, and they kind of blend in similar to a motorcycle at these intersections.
So far in 2025, there have been 3 deaths on the road from ATV, UTVs. Now, you must be 18 to ride these vehicles. It's also recommended to wear a helmet, have a safety harness, and of course, drive sober. For WHO 13 News, I'm Adriana Torres.
For more information, specifications, or to register your ATV, you can visit iowadnr.gov.